Last installment to the energy drink inspired series. Obviously, well, maybe it's not obvious, this is a Red Bull, and I'm using pretty much the same products that I always use, and I really should change that up. So I really hope you guys enjoy this and comment this. Bye. Sorry. You should have already primed your eyes and filled in your brows. And right now I'm going to start with just a little silver in the corner just for the kind of writing. Actually, there's a lot of silver in the Red Bull can. It's making monster. I'm going to go in with Clinique and Platinum. And I'm actually just going to use this sponge because that's what I've always used for this. And this is, I love this color because it gives a really great pigmentation. And for later, when we align our eyes, you're just going to bring it down also. And now you're just going to use your highlight. Any matte white will do. And for mattes, I find sometimes using one of your fingers is the best way to put on a highlight. So, for mattes, of course, not for sparkly or shimmery. So I'm just going to, I like to apply my highlight all the way across my brow. Other people like to apply it differently. And I'm just going to clean off a fluffy brush because I used a lot of blue. And I'm just going to blend the highlight out a little bit. And I use a lot of the same products. I know I have like over 100 eyeshadows over here, but you've only seen me use a couple, so I got to start expanding my horizons. So right now we're going to go in with one of my favorite palettes, if you guys couldn't tell already, Paintwheel Blue Eye Bitch Slap. I said that backwards. And you're going to go in with a stiff brush, and as you guys know, I lose everything when the camera comes on. Found it. You really want to make sure your brushes are clean, so I advise keeping a little like towel or paper towels, but it's just going to be too dirty to throw out paper towels and too costly. So you're just going to go on your whole lid with my favorite blue in here, and just windshield wiper motion that out.
There was a decorated general with a heart of gold that likened him to all the stories he told of past battles won and lost and legends of old.
And sometimes, like me, if you're like me, you know, you don't close your eyes all the way and you forget to get close to the lash line. So you want to make a conscious effort to get close to that lash line. And now we're going to apply a piece of tape. A lot of people do that before, but I like to do it once I've gotten all my eyeshadow on my lid. And how to know where to place your tape, for me, it's always where the eyeliner, right where my under eye starts. So, literally just go up against your eye, up against your lash lid, and just go an angle from there. That's pretty much how I eyeball it. Some people like it in different places, and for different looks it could be lower or higher, depending on what you want to achieve. So, but that's my general standard. So right where, so like kind of looks like your eyeliner could go in a line with your eyeshadow. And we're just going to blend that out because this is a little sticky, this eyeshadow. So it could be darker in one place, so you really want to have a heavy hand while blending this. You don't want a fluffy blending brush while blending any bitch slap. And now from the same palette with the same piece of tape, you're going to go in with my other favorite color, the blue. Same brush, stiff brush, so it blends out. You're just going to go right on top of that other blue and windshield wiper motions. But when you're making a line, not doing your whole lid, you really need to make sure that your windshield wiper motions are really good, that you are very precise at it. So you have to be good. Otherwise, don't windshield. It doesn't matter. It just, windshield wiper motions blends it as you put it on. That's why windshield wiper motions are good. So if you're not good at it and you feel like it's going to get everywhere, then refrain from doing it. And you just want to get that a little bit smoky up top. So you're just going to go up top with none on your brush and just blend that out. You're going to take it a little bit into the silver, not too much. You might need to layer it on. Think of a cut crease. Not this is a cut crease. It's almost a cut crease. But I want you to think of cut creases as nail polish. You don't blend them out. You're just putting them in one spot and you're putting more coats on. If that helps any of you with a cut crease. So now, out of one of my other favorite palettes, not that it's a palette, it's kind of a stack. I'm going to use Terra and my favorite yellow. And you're going to get a really fluffy brush. I'm using the MAC 224 here. And since fluffy brushes pick up so much product, you kind of want to tap the eyeshadow to get some residue on the top so you won't waste product on your brush. So you just pick up the residue because that's all you're going to need. And I mean, you could of course dip it in here, but it picks up way too much. That's way too much. And what you're going to do is you're just going to place that on top, and you're pretty much not going to have much of a highlight, as you see, which is fine. I like my eyeshadow to be high, some people don't. So I mean, of course, you could modify anything on YouTube, honestly. I'm sure you guys know that, but you can modify anything. And you're just going to go to the piece of tape, and once you've got it all placed where you want it, you're just going to do windshield wiper motions, just because it's a pigment, so it has some fallout, so you just want to make sure that everything is where you want it and the right pigmentation. See, I got way too much on the brush. That's the only thing about fluffy brushes, that you have to be careful as to how much you're picking up. So your highlight kind of got erased, and that's fine. And I actually got a lot in this little corner, so I'm just going to get some more residue and just, alright. So now what you're going to do is, I don't actually know what brand this is. It's hot blue, it says Paint. Is that a brand? I don't really know. I thought it was Makeup Forever. My sister gave it to me. The back got scratched off, so I'm not really sure. It looks like this. It's an absolute beautiful color. I love it. I use it quite often. If only I knew what it was, right? So I'm going to take my MAC in 219, and I'm going to you're going to leave the piece of tape on. I'm going to open this, if I could open this, and I'm going to take Lancome Metallic and just mix the two together. And right at the edge of the tape, you're just going to make a straight line of the black and the blue. Okay, now you're going to put away the black, wipe your brush off, and now you only want blue. Now you're going to go over that, and you're going to go straight up, right where the hot blue ends, where the yellow begins. You don't want to go over the yellow, you want to go over the blue. And you're just going to go about halfway in, fading it a little. And you're not going to blend that out with a blending brush. I'm going to blend it out with this brush. And how I'm going to do that is I'm just going to rub with windshield wiper motions the edge. The inner edge, not where it meets the yellow, because that's supposed to be a harsh transition. And now you're going to go in with a silver. I'm using one of my Manly palette, and right under that I'm just going to make a line of silver. And now with a stiff blending brush, which is the brush I just used to apply on my lid color, you're just going to blend that out. I'm going to go in with this blue as my eyeliner, and I'm going to show you how I put the sparkles on, so I'll be back. So since I don't have a silver glitter liner, I'm using Urban Decay, Heavy Metal, and Backstage, and I'm using an angled brush to put it right on top of my wing liner. Since I'm running out of time, I'm not going to show you how to do this, but I will be back. Right now I'm using Mally and Shimmer Shaping Shine, and I'm using the middle and a little brush. I'm sorry if I'm blinding you. And I'm going to contour, make a fishy face, and contour the hollows of your cheek. It also helps if you smile, so you know if you're putting it too far up. And I'm just going to blend that out. Now I'm using Too Faced Pink Leopard bronzing powder.
He said, I have seen the others, and I have discovered that their spite is not worth fighting. And I've seen their mothers.
And why I like this is because it gives you a lot of different undertones. Obviously, because it's a bunch of different colors. I'm just going to blend that out.
Take a shower and shine your shoes. Well, you got no time to lose. You are young man, you must be